Chris, why don't we start with you tonight, sir? Let's start with the Washington Redskins 2017 roster. Okay, so let's talk about the offense first. Okay. Obviously, we've already gone through the in-depth look at the 53-man rosters. We're not going to do that again, but just kind of a brief overview of this offense. What are some areas you feel good about? What are some areas that you feel not so good about?
I feel good about our interior passing game. When I say interior passing game, I'm talking more about Jamison Crowder and Jordan Reed.
Okay.
I feel good about what we have on the outsides with Pryor and Dotson potentially. So I feel like if we can kind of get through this first wall here, first few games, kind of get everybody comfortable with each other. I feel like the passing game should be strong. I like our running backs, and I like our offensive line, and I love our quarterback.
Team Kirk here on this show.
But I think what I like is that, but what I'm worried about essentially is the consistency. And having two new wideouts on the outside is going to play into that. I think the key, especially early, first month of the season especially, Jay Gruden has got to dial up game plans that get Kirk Cousins comfortable early.
Right.
That's where he tends to struggle.
Yeah.
Early in games. I don't understand it. I don't know if he comes in with just way too much in his head. I don't know, but you got to get past that. And then the other side of that is they have to run the ball consistently.
Right.
We had some really good games running the football last year, but we really tanked against good defenses. So if you got a line here that wants to be known kind of in the same breath as the Hogs, if they want this group to be Hogs 2.0, that's the hill they've got to get over.
Run the football.
Run the football consistently no matter who you're playing. Not just against weaker fronts, but against really, really good defenses. I think from a schedule standpoint, the offense sets up. They got to win these first two games. I really feel strongly about that. Because right after that, I mean, you get the Chiefs. I mean, you get the Raiders, then the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
tough schedule.
Tough sledding. That's tough sledding the first month. So I'm interested to see how that happens. But again, I really feel like the key is getting this offense comfortable, getting them off to good starts. Don't be at the end of the first quarter, first 10 minutes of the second quarter, and you're still looking for a consistent drive. You can't do that. You can't have 3 straight drives in this league with no first downs.
Yep.
Can't do that. And we saw that happen. Forget preseason. We saw that happen last year to this football team. Really got off to slow starts. They finished well. They always seem to kind of scrap their way back into games. But they have to be better out of the gate.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's move to the defensive side of the football now. Same deal.
Yeah, I'm not going to rant too hard. Interested to see how Minuski does. They've assembled a very good coaching staff. I think better than what they've had the last 2 seasons. So let's see how that goes. There's two stats that I look at that will tell us right off the bat if we're doing better. Number one, 46% on third downs last year, allowing third down conversions. If that stays the same, you know where we're at. You know what will be happening. Second thing is we gave up about 5 yards carry last year on the ground.
That's all you need to know.
Those are 2 stats that aren't supportable to playing good defensive football. If I want to kind of put a microscope on a guy, I'm real interested to see how Bashaud Breeland plays. I'm very interested to see how the safety position pans out.
Yeah, especially with the whole Sua
Craven
Craven
situation.
Yeah.
Going to be very interesting to see how that works. Last 2 years have been a train wreck at safety.
Yeah.
I'm hoping DJ Swearinger can bring some stability to that position group. Junior Gallette's another guy I'm really excited to see. Really can't wait to see this guy put the helmet on and get out there. And of course Jonathan Allen and Ryan Anderson, just the 2 Alabama guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, I think it really boils down to you have some metrics that were really bad last year, and if he can come down off that, then it will affect other parts, scoring, defense, red zone efficiency, defensively speaking. all that stuff, if they can get themselves off the field on third down. And a lot of that will be dependent on how well they stop the run.
Right.
So that's kind of my keys.
Okay. Now, pressure. Are you worried about pressure at all? Do you feel confident with the guys coming off the edge? What you got up front?
I feel like
you feel like this is a team that's going to get consistent pressure.
We should. Ryan Kerrigan is an incredibly consistent pass rusher. You add to that what Jonathan Allen can bring up front. Add to that Junior Gillette, Preston Smith, and I feel like we've got some depth there to work with.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited. As far as my prediction for the season, if you've listened to the show the last 3-4, what are we doing? We've been doing this 4 years or 3 years? Going into our third year.
I feel like it's 3 years.
If you do that, if you know that, I don't give a one number. I wimp out. I don't give just a one. 9 and 7.
Nah, he's frustrating.
I give myself I give myself a range of 3 games. So I've got the Redskins in the 8 to 10. I wish that I could say that our floor is wild card and our ceiling is division.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet. I hope this is the kind of season. Best case scenario to me for the Redskins this year is to climb that mountain and be in a position to say, look, we can consistently come out here and win double digits, and we're ready to take the next step and be a 11-plus win team.
Right.
But I don't think we're there this year. I'd say 8 to 10,
8 to 10
is the range.
Okay.
I think, obviously 9 or 10 wins, your name's in the hat for the playoffs. 8 and 8, I don't think is a playoff number. But I kind of think that's where they're at.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could be aggravated about that. Replacing 2 outside receivers, new defensive coordinator, some changes.
There's definitely going to be some growing pains.
I'm not going to hate if the Redskins. I'm going to be aggravated if they go 8 and 8. I'm going to be aggravated a little bit, but I think with the kind of changes that they've undergone, if we could fight and scrap, I think I think the best we could do is maybe 10 and 6.
Okay. All right.
So that's where I'm at.
Your 27.